morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is Wednesday, and I thought I would pick up the camera and take y'all with me on a last day before school starts vlog, because school starts for us tomorrow. I know. And I'll explain a little bit more of that when we get to school, but we're about to head to school, and I will see you guys over there. Alright, we are in the classroom, and there are a couple of things that I need to do. I'm gonna actually set y'all up on the tripod and kind of go through what I need to do this morning. Okay, so it is 8:14 right now. I have a pretty open day today. I think we have a couple of meetings later on in the day, but I have basically up until lunch to work and get everything I need done for first day of school stuff. So I have a couple of things that I want to do. I bought a Bissell like little vacuum thing that I want to put together. I have my first day of school activities that I want to put together. I need to type out my schedule on like the cute little background template that I have. I'm gonna make a first day of school checklist. Right now, that's kind of what I'm going towards. I gotta print some things, of course. But right now, I'm kind of gonna set you guys up and kind of get started on working. So I'll pick you guys back up in a little. Since I have hopped on and updated you guys on what I was doing, but I finished my schedule. I am now looking at first day of school stuff to print, and then we have videos that we have to do every year for the district that have to get done, so I'm going to do some of those. I forgot we had meetings this morning at 10, so I don't have very long. I need to head up there, but I'm going to try to print one more thing really quick before we have to head up for our meeting, and then I'll check in with you guys a little bit later on. 12:51 now. I went to our meeting, had lunch, chit-chat a little bit. Now it's time to get to work. It's 12:51 means technically, what is that on my desk? Technically, I only have an hour and a half until our last meeting of the day, which is like 2:30, which is like a Q&A for like first day school things. And so I really want to be almost like completely done in here before that meeting happens. So the very first thing I'm about to do, I started off really well at the beginning of the year, and then I didn't do so well towards the end. But I have like unit 1, all the units that I need for school year that goes with our curriculum, and any of the copies I made, I just put them in there. Well, I did very well with unit 1, okay-ish with unit 2, and then I stopped. So I'm gonna go ahead and put make a section in here. Like I was saying before, I'm gonna go ahead and make a little section in my unit 1 folder that is like for back to school stuff, because I feel like every year I'm like, okay, what do I want to do for back to school? And I know I've accumulated over the years different things that I can do for back to school, but I always act like I have to do something new, and I'm like, well, let me just like start reusing what I do every year. And you know, of course you can switch out things here and there as you see fit, but like it usually ends up being the same thing every year that I do, just different types of the same things. And so instead of looking on TBT every year, I can just use these things. And then what I'm also going to do, I have my student information folder. Obviously, I'm not going to open it, but I need to take out old students and put new students in. So I'm going to also probably do that and put all their forms and stuff in here until they need to be turned in. So I'm going to do that really quickly, and then hopefully I can maybe give you a tour of the classroom and like kind of what I want to do for the first day of school. Y'all, so you may have saw in the last clip I was like, what is that on my desk? So I got a little card. Oh my gosh, I got a little like first day survival kit for one of my close friends who works with me, and she's her language, like her love language, is definitely like gift giving, but she's out on maternity leave for like the first 2 weeks of school, and the fact that she still had time to do this for me is so thoughtful. Like the drink, the color, like so thoughtful. Okay, so here are just a few of the things I know that I'm doing on the first day of school, and I usually do it every year. So this is like a little coloring sheet. Just says welcome to 3rd grade. I think it had all the grades on there that I got it from. I'm also doing a crossword. I keep saying crossword. A word search that has all their names in it. It's like, can you find all your classmates' names in it? Just like probably like a little like ending type thing before we switch, because I do have a partner teacher. And then word search is from Teaching from the Heartland, and then this is from Caitlin Rosalie. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's a letter to my teacher that goes with the book, a letter from my teacher on the first day of school. So it's like an all about me type thing, and it's like my birthday and anything they want to tell me on the first day of school, what I should know. And the great thing about it, it came with questions that the kids like can answer here. It's like, what are your fears? What are you excited for? Things like that. Tell me about your family. And then down here, they put a self-portrait and then their favorites. I might have to do it the other way, so that means I probably have to go print these again, which is totally fine. I can still keep this master copy for next year, just in case it doesn't work out the way I want to this year, and I want to try this way. But I think this way would just be a little bit harder for the kids, because it's supposed to be like, these are like the backs to each other, which they line up perfectly here, but then the kids have to glue it and make sure that they line up perfectly, and I don't know if that's going to happen on the first day of school. And then we're also going to do a take a guess about your teacher. So basically with the take a guess game, you divide the kids up into groups, or they can play individually if they want to, and you have questions about yourself. So it's like a different way of getting to know their teacher without you having to sit there and ask them the questions about them, and then kind of, you know, it's a quick and easy fun way for them to do it. And so what you really do is just, you have questions up there, and it's kind of like they have to guess, and then they see if they get the answer right. And so I think it'll be a real fun thing to do if you come back to it at the end of the year and see who remembers all the things about you throughout the year. And I think I did do this last year, and I thought it was a really good icebreaker, you know, have the kids talking and stuff to people. So hopefully it will reach the same as it did last year. Okay, it is a little after 4:30. At 2:30 we had our meeting, and then I've just been getting little small tiny things done for tomorrow morning. But I am going to give you kind of like a classroom tour really quickly. So this is the view from the front of the room. Don't worry about the broken bookshelf. I will be bringing a pegboard in the morning. So you have these little seats on the floor. There's 4 of them. Circle table of 3, a group of 5, my table, and then a group of 4 and a group of 2 or 3 depending on if we get any new students. And then this is the classroom from the back. So I was able to get my students sitting together with mailboxes. That's a Chromebook cart, printer, turning bins, everything like that. And then my little desk area for in the front when I wanted to use a document camera. And yeah, I'm going to try and get on tomorrow at some point. Hopefully I can do a little small something in the morning before school starts and maybe an after on how the day went. But other than that, I will probably not be picking up the camera to just record, just because everything's so crazy the first day of school. I'm probably not even have time to pick up my phone for anything, much less record a video. So hopefully I will see you guys in the morning. If not, I will definitely see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Hey guys, I know I said I was going to pick you up this morning before the first day of school. It's 4:25 in the afternoon now. I was running around like a chicken with his head cut off all morning long, and not even at school. I was prepared at school once I got to school, but it was at home. The outfit, the bottoms I was wearing with my shirt, I didn't like. I should have tried it on the night before, so I had to find other bottoms, which I just ended up wearing blue jeans. But by the time I got to school, it was like 6:45, and I kind of just wanted to chill. I didn't want to pick up the camera once I got to school. So I decided that I was going to pick up the camera now while I'm in line waiting for a quick snack after my first day at school. And just kind of check in and tell you guys a little bit about the first day. The first day, I think, went very well. As you know, or I don't know if I've said it, but I have a co-teacher, so we switch classes halfway through the day, and I teach reading and writing, and she teaches math, science, and social studies, and it went really good. I read them the book, The Letter from Your Teacher, on the first day of school, and none of my kids had read it or had it read to them, so I was like, okay, perfect. This will be the first time you're hearing it and doing this activity. One class got to do activities. My homeroom didn't get to do the activity that went with the book because we had to do all the supplies and everything, but we're definitely going to do it tomorrow. We did not get to the word search either today, but we're also going to get to that tomorrow as well. Tomorrow we're also going to do like Chromebooks and everything like that, get those situated, and bookshop. So yeah, but I just kind of wanted to check in really quickly. Sorry if it's a little shaky. I'm doing this with my hand, just holding it in my hand. I don't have the tripod with me. But I am in the car now, getting me a little snack after work, and I will probably definitely be able to pick you guys up tomorrow. I won't say when, because I don't know, but I'll probably definitely pick you guys up again tomorrow.